Right now, we got to talk about some of the things that are happening in this country, things that you should look out for, especially as we are starting this year. So last year, a lot of things went down. There was a lot of conversation around Huduma number. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
A lot of Kenyans asking, hey, your Huduma number ni juu ya nini?
Is it part of the 666? And is it part of in terms of even the data? Are we safe as Kenyans in terms of storing this data?
Yeah, man. So, of course, the case will be heard in court on the 6th of January. That's this coming week, this week, actually. And so, actually, 20th of January is when this will be heard. And they will get to determine whether the data gathered and stored in National Integrated Identity Management Systems, that's names, should be used. I mean, it's interesting. I've been following this case. And, of course, there was hearing in September. And the big question is, was the collection of the Huduma number information unconstitutional? We'll find out on the 20th of January. Let's talk education. 6th of January, as kids are going back to school, there will be the new competency-based curriculum, which is the 26333, which will be launched nationally in grade 4, January 6th. Okay. It's going to be exciting because grades 1, 2, and 3 are going to pre-primary. Grades 1, 2, and 3 are going to start this new curriculum.
Okay, it's going to be interesting in terms, especially for what kwanza na join uko ma form 1, because don't know much.
Also, this is the year where the government has revised and the lowest pre-service teacher, which is to diploma level, and curriculum for this new level of training will be set aside, so there will be more teachers in the system. And then 70 technical and vocational training colleges across the country have been upgraded by the government, so more people will be going to tertiary level of education. And they're saying that bursary of 30K for each student joining the institutions will be introduced. That's exciting.
True. I remember by the box when you're talking about teachers, teachers were supposed to submit what they own. The deadline was December 31st, and I hope most of the teachers actually submitted what they currently own, or they would be sentenced, I think, to 2 years in prison.
Just, I gotta be honest, man, that just sounds like a bunch of hogwash. Yeah.
Trying to scare the teachers in terms of...
Absolutely. I mean, if politicians have not even
submitted what they own,
who are teachers? Come on now. All right, let's take it to sports. Of course, I told you Olympics 2020 Tokyo. All eyes are on Japan. I think I'm going.
Kwambox, even though it's stories again.
No, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing Olympics because I really want to travel to Japan. But, of course, that will be happening. Also, the return of the iconic Safari Rally. Yes.
Yeah.
This is the year the Safari Rally will be back. And, of course, it will be back in the World Rally Championships with Kenya, the Kenyan leg set for July 16th to 19th. Ooh, when I come back, I'll tell you more of the things that you should be excited about because 2020 is here.
More vibes to keep you moving.
All right, we're talking about some of the awesome things that you should be looking forward to 2020. Of course, this has been it's the second day of the year.
Yes.
And so one of the biggest things that will be happening, of course, is the Olympics in terms of sports. But there's also football. This is the year of Euro 2020. Yes, Euro Cup 2020 will be going down. And who won the last Euro Cup?
Let me just confirm. But which team are you supporting?
To be honest, I don't know. At the moment, I don't know. I decided to kiendelea. Okay. Something else you should be looking out for in 2020 in Kenya. Every Kenyan, you need to know that February we're going to pay our first installment to Exim Bank for the standard gauge railway. Yes, we're going to pay our first installment. Now the question is, Kombox, your installment ya kwanza itakuwa how much? Itakuwa 35 billion.
35 billion.
35 billion. That's for standard gauge railway, okay?
Yes.
So as of February, we're going to be handing our first principal payment of 35 billion. April, Peter Ndegwa will take over as Safaricom CEO. remember last year Safaricom lost Bob Collymore.
Yes, and this January marks when the new the Jumbo Jet boss is actually also going to be doing KQ. Sabu the other one ilibidi amesongezwa hivi kando kidogo.
He's going to be what?
The Jumbo Jet CEO. Yeah, the Jumbo Jet CEO is going to also be acting as the KQ CEO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for some period.
Universal health coverage will roll out to 47 counties this year. We're so excited about that. There were a bit of challenges, the 4 counties that were the test counties. But let's just wait and see how it will change things. We've spoken about, last year we spoke about how donor funding for things like blood bank have been withdrawn. So now the government of Kenya will be replacing donor funding in some aspects of HIV blood bank and vaccine services. So that we can't wait to see how that will happen. They will be reduce waiting times for specialized care at Kenyatta National Hospitals from months to 19 days.
Okay.
This is exciting because wase wenye wamekuwa kienda to Kenyatta National Hospital for services like, cancers, diabetes have been spending hours, days actually, in the hospital, which is a sad state of affairs. But they're saying they're reducing the waiting time from months to 19 days max.
And for those who are traveling, NTSA have released a report and they've said men are leading in terms of fatalities linked to road accidents. Nearly every hour, a man dies in a road accident in Kenya, as per the report. So as you're coming back to Nairobi, remember to drive carefully. Achia mwenye ako na haraka njia, musipigane kwa njia.
Okay. We'll come back. I'm going to give you some international things that you should be excited about, things that you need to look out for. Remember, we're helping you catch up with 2020.
Vybez Radio, we rule the nation in this generation.
I can tell you that 2020 we're going to see an American election. Is Trump going to come back for a second term? We can't wait to see that. We also know that Brexit is happening. The UK has been trying to get out of the EU, and so this February we're yet to see how that's going to go. It's interesting because Kenya has to renegotiate all their trade deals with Britain once they're out.
Okay, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Also, this year there'll be loads of superhero movies. Yes, Spider-Man.
Yay!
Venom 2 is going to be back. I don't know who asked for it. Venom was a terrible movie. Yes, I said it.
I knew it.
It's a whack movie, man.
Remember when it ended, then that guy morphed into something, then akauma ule attendant alikuwa hapo kwa super. That was a beautiful movie kwa box. Okay,
dude, I'm telling you, literally everyone, you and the producer are the only ones who care for Venom to come back. There's also, what else is coming back?
There's going to be a total eclipse.
Yes. When is the date of that?
It's going to be happening around December 14th.
Okay.
Yes, so we have some time at least.
Total eclipse.
Yes.
Okay. There's also, lakini brayo, total eclipse.
Hii maisha mi wananga tu giza.
PlayStation and Xbox are going to release new consoles. I'm excited about that because I want to replace my Xbox.
Kwa box by the zima mic yako. Surely, how the hell are you an Xbox person?
I am.
Kila mtu team PlayStation, team Sony.
Mi si kila mtu.
Wewe kwa tucheza PlayStation kutoka sijui to our kids.
Mi si kila mtu.
You're weird.
I know. All right, something else I want to tell you. Eurovision 2020. I'm excited about Eurovision because I think our STL was on Eurovision. Yeah. That it's like idols for Europe. It's like The Voice for Europe. So that's going to be happening. What else, man? This is going to be a new year. Who's releasing albums in 2020?
I hope Rihanna. Aki alitudanganya, alituambia inakuja hapo August. Time tulikuwa naanza show. I'm relaxing, itakuwa a huge Christmas present for you guys. Christmas ndio imefika. Nothing. We're still waiting for her new album.
All right.
And remember, she was also supposed to release 2 albums. Moja itakuwa a pop album and the other one is going to be a reggae album.
Yes, but I've seen her with Popcorn. I've seen her with a lot of dancehall artists. So I'm excited. I think Rihanna might just surprise us with an album. But now my question is, can I even remember Rihanna's music?
Rude boy.
Vybez Radio, we rule the nation in this generation.
2020, we're going to see Grammys. That's in February. And the big question is, who will win Album of the Year? So, of course, the nominees include Coffee with Rapture. There is Julian Marley with As I Am, that was released January 25th, 2019. There is Still Pulse with Mass Manipulation. There is Sly and Robbie and Roots Radix with their album The Final Battle. And then there is a Third World with More Work to Be Done that was released August 16th. I gotta say, this is a good album. So I'm seeing the competition here will be between Julian Marley, Coffee, and Third World Music.
Who are you vouching for?
To be honest, I'm between Third World and Coffee. Coffee's album is dope.
Yes.
But Third World album, they've got some good collaborations in there. They're talking about, pretty much the world's situation right now. So it's a really uplifting album. If you haven't heard it, make sure you make a point of going out there to listen to this album.
Vybez Radio, we rule the nation in this generation.